Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I'm saying it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so for this video, we are going to be looking into the general kind of overview for your guys' month of July. So we have 5 different piles here. Pile 1 is the one with the purple pixie and the amethyst. Pile 2 is the one with the glitter moon pony with the moonstone. We have the yellow pixie with the citrine. We have pile 4 with this pony and the lemon chrysoprase, and then we have pile 5 with the pink pixie and the rose quartz. So please do go ahead and use your intuition and choose the pile or piles that best resonate with you. Of course, these are general readings, and so maybe not everything will resonate, and so all the decks that I'm using will also be linked down in the description, as well as the timestamps for each of the piles. I will also be pulling tarot cards in each pile to sort of clarify different areas of, you know, your month of July. So like career, relationships, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and dive into the piles. All right, for those of you who picked pile 1 with the purple pixie and the amethyst, we'll go ahead and set her over here with the amethyst, and let's go ahead and check out what some of your cards are. So you guys actually got 2 different spirit animal cards. So we have Panther Spirit, Reclaim Your Power. That is card 44. We also have card 61, Turkey Spirit, Give with Gratitude and Grace. Then you guys got definitely a lot of cards here. So Be Gentle with Yourself, card 33. So we already have like 2 master numbers here. We also have card 3, Celebrate Differences. So a lot of 3 energy going on, 3, 3, 3. That might be significance to you. We also have Rainbow. There is a rainbow beyond the clouds. That is card 26. And then we have, for your overall energy for the month of July, we have the Sun card. And then we also have Create Wonderment, Follow Your Passion. So overall, just looking at this group of cards, I definitely feel like for you guys who picked this pile, July is going to be a pretty good month for you, because it's all about this sense of abundance. Definitely a lot of abundance going on, a lot of joy, some interesting surprises coming up, and it's all coming from this place of you really going out there and following your passions, reclaiming your power, and really coming to a point where you are accepting yourself a lot, and you're not beating yourself up over, you know, silly mistakes that you may have done in the past, you know, past hurts, kind of having this stormy weather finally clearing for you, the sun coming out, this rainbow showing up. We actually have quite a bit of that kind of rainbow-esque image coming through with a lot of these cards. And so an important way for you guys to sort of bring about even more of this abundance and positivity for you is definitely to work with this energy of, let's see, accepting others and really celebrating the differences of others, being able to sort of see from a new perspective of where other people are coming from. And we got some interesting imagery in here. Like that little baby inside this nautilus really came out. So maybe like your inner child for the month of July is going to be really important for you. It's going to be speaking with you. It's going to be coming out a lot. And that's going to be part of embracing this sense of the joy, and kind of like the Sun card this is very similar to the Sun card in the tarot. And so you're really going to be kind of looking at the world from a new sense of like childlike wonderment. And you're going to be able to, like being able to embrace other people in a way where you kind of like how when kids are little, you know, they can go up to pretty much anybody and be like, hey, you want to play with me? Like, let's have fun and stuff. So I feel like that is definitely the energy you're going to be dealing with a lot, and you're going to be working with, especially with like reclaiming your power. Part of reclaiming your power is going to be really embracing that inner child again, because it's where your passions lie. There's some passion, I think, from your childhood that is going to be an emphasis on in July. You're going to be going after that a little bit more, playing around with that, maybe some reminiscings in a sense. And then with the giving with gratitude and grace, it's just part of the abundance that is coming to you. You're going to be giving back into the world, and therefore the cycle is going to be continuing. In fact, in this card, you know, we see the infinity sign. So it's just that kind of similar process of giving and taking, of, you know, the wealth around and the kindness and being very calm. I think your emotional side is going to be pretty balanced, I feel like, in July. And so, because you're not going to be, I get a very calming sense. Again, that calm after the storm, and just being able to see things from such a brighter, happier perspective for you. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's try to get some more clarity on some specific areas for your July using the tarot. So first off, I definitely want to clarify this overall energy of the sun, just to see maybe what area that the prosperity and this joy might be coming in for you. So let's go ahead and shuffle the tarot for group 1. Let's clarify their overall energy for the month of, oops, oh God, we got so many cards falling all over the place. Interesting. So the card that came up to sort of clarify this is the Hierophant. So this is going to be a major focus for your month of July, since this is a major arcana. And so with the Hierophant, this is talking about, you know, systems and traditions, definitely like very structured processes, and, you know, thinking like religion, government, those kind of like systems of things. So I feel like a lot of this sort of sun energy is going to be coming from you guys really sticking to and making a decent schedule for yourself. Like, you know, it could be for some of you this, not only that, with the reclaiming your power, it's definitely you coming more into a position of power, of controlling your own system, your own schedule, not necessarily relying on the judgment and the authority of somebody else. You're coming into your own authority and controlling your own, again, the word of system is what keeps reappearing to me. And so that is what's going to definitely help you to, you know, bring about the prosperity and abundance by setting up this schedule for yourself that is going to align and give you enough time to really do everything that you want to do. Again, you know, you really need to, in July, make time for your passions, because something from this is going to grow in a really great way for yourself. It's going to not only make you just really happy and get retouch with some of your inner self, it may also lead to financial abundance for you. So on that sense, let's go ahead and pull a card for the overall situation with your career in the month of July. For group 1, what is their overall situation for career? What is the energy around their career? We got a bunch of jumpers again. What is the overall? Oop, okay, there we go. Ooh. We got the Page of Wands for your career. So this tells me, you know, the pages in the tarot are all very youthful. They're youthful. They're kind of just starting out. They're not quite as refined as, say, like the king or the queen. But what this does tell me is that because it is a wands here, it's that fire energy, it's definitely very much tied to your passion, to your creativity, to your spirituality, and you're going to be very driven and passionate about what you're doing. You're going to be very curious. You're going to want to go out and search into the world and discover more in that sense. So definitely for your career, it's going to be a good month for you, I feel like. And it's all tied again to your passions and to your creativity. So whatever it is that you may be doing for career, and if you're not currently working, I think it's just that emphasis again on really taking up or reigniting a hobby that maybe you had back when you were a child, you know, and not letting other people kind of try to take that away from you, like that power that you have in that. So yeah, let's go ahead and pull another card to look at your relationship situation in the month of July. And we already have a card wanting to come out. The King of Coins. Okay, so as far as relationships go, you know, the King of Coins, he is very determined. He is very focused in what he's going for. This could also, both of these cards could definitely represent people coming into your life in these situations. As far as this being a romantic connection, I mean, I'm not quite feeling the sense that this is necessarily romantic, but it could be for some of you. But I feel like it's more connected to, again, your work and this sense of passion that you have for whatever that may be. And so, you know, he is very good with obviously the money and he's here to remind you to definitely, for your relationships, you know, keep a mind of how much you're spending for those what is the word I'm looking for? Like the fun things that you may do with friends or family. Just make sure that you have a good balance with what you're doing with your money. And, you know, he's a very earthy person. So being very grounded in your relationships at this time. And abundance, yeah. There's overall for your month of July, there's going to be a great sense of abundance for you. So let's go ahead and pull a card for your overall, like, emotional well-being in the month of July. So what is Group 1's emotional well-being for the month of July? What is going on emotionally? And, okay. So emotionally, of course, this is the Four of Wands, and so we already have a lot of fire energy, so you guys could definitely be a fire sign. You know, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, this is really interesting because, you know, we have that Hierophant as the overall, you know, joint. Oh, wow. Energy for your month. So there could be a wedding in July. You know, some sort of major commitment, a very traditional commitment happening here. And so for your emotional, you're going to be very happy, you're going to be very celebratory, and, you know, just a lot of a joy. Definitely, yeah, celebrating what is coming to you. This could definitely be anything from, again, that sense of a wedding, you know, it could be birthday, it could be, you know, a work celebration or something. You're just overall, you're going to be in a very happy and joyful mood in the month of July. And again, going back to sort of that question of like maybe romance. So this definitely, this does come off to me as a romance card. So you're going to be feeling kind of romantic, and you're definitely going to be wanting a commitment of some sort on your well-being, whether that is romantic or not. It's just you're going to be, I think, making commitment emotionally to you know, being more gentle with yourself, you know, really honoring your feelings and what you're going through on a day-to-day basis. So yes, and the last card that I will pull is going to be, you know, what is something unexpected that might be coming up in the month of July for you. So let's see. What is something unexpected that might pop up? Oh no. I dropped the card. All right, so for the card for something unexpected, we have the Eight of Coins. So I feel like, you know, since for your career situation here that we have, you know, a sense of sort of beginning something new, but or more so rediscovering again a passion that you really want to go after, discovering something new in that area, possibility of maybe travel or just like journey and adventure in that sense. I feel like what might be the unexpected element for your July has to do with some sort of opportunity to really work on your craft. So an unexpected opportunity that will allow you to really put in some time and a lot of work into practicing whatever your craft is. Again, that could be related to your, overall your general career, or maybe this passion, or, just the sense of really working hard in the month of July and it paying off in a way that maybe you hadn't expected. So again, just to recap, like looking over all the cards here, I see that your July is going to be really good. I think it's going to be a lot of like soul fulfilling for you, because you're going to be, going back and rediscovering something that you maybe had lost in the past. If not, it's just really spending a lot of time into your passions. And then you're definitely got some prosperity. I think as far as money goes, you're going to be fine in the month of July. There might be actually some unexpected wealth coming, like, maybe you win a little money or you win some sort of prize, something along those lines. And then, there could definitely be a very hardworking male figure going to be featured in your relationships in the month of July, who might be there to like help guide you in any way that you need, or it could be again on that romance aspect if they're an earth sign person that you're thinking of, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So yeah, emotionally you're gonna be feeling really good in the month of July, I think, and it's all about reclaiming who you are and really just doing a lot of like you time, maybe like having a spa day a couple times in the month of July, just feeling really, really good. And that overall sense of having a lot of control over your traditional sense of things, your schedules. Just to double check that I got that right with here. Yeah, your beliefs. Yeah, this is really going back to, looking at your actions and behaviors and having it really match up with your beliefs now. So there could definitely be some stuff in the past where, maybe other people kind of swayed you a little bit, and you just got so busy with everything else that you couldn't really get back in touch with what it is you were doing. So a very formal, this could also be related to education. So yeah, education. Yeah, some of you guys might be, something unexpected might be happening as far as education goes. So, again, that opportunity, I think, to learn something more, and you should definitely take that opportunity because it's going to lead you to gaining some more power for yourself and just overall abundance. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for you guys, group 1 for the month of July, and I will see you in the next reading. For those of you who picked group 2 with this glittery moon pony situation going on here, and of course the moonstone, let's go ahead and look at what your cards are for the overall themes of July. So we have intuition, trust your intuition. We have card 8, indecision. We have freedom, card 10, let the unicorn set you free. We also have card 8, breakthrough. And then for your spirit animal, we actually have the electric eel spirit. Bring your ideas to life, card 24. Actually, this is one of my favorite cards, I think, in this deck, because it's so unexpected, and I don't know, I just have really good feelings for this card overall. So looking over all of these cards, I definitely feel like, for you, your overall energy for the month of July is this situation with indecision. So you're at this sort of crossroads, and I feel like, you're having a really hard time making a decision on something. And it's also related to, something about it, you know, you're feeling kind of chained down in a sense. Like there's something about your current situation where you're feeling very kind of trapped in this situation, and you don't really know how to move forward. You don't know what option is going to lead you in the best perspective. So, but with that said, I feel like, you know, that is what you've been dealing with a lot, and you might still have to deal with it a little bit in the month of July. But we also have, you know, these cards over here, and including this one, is all about how to sort of get you out of this situation. So with freedom, you know, let the unicorn set you free. I definitely feel like that is, you know, being very much willing to ask for help in making this decision, you know, getting other people's perspective, and knowing that you can definitely break yourself out of this funk that you're in. You know, it cannot last forever. As long as you remember, like, to call on your guides, to trust in other people around you, that they can maybe help you with this situation and help you to sort of break free out of your system right now. Because that is a big part of what these two cards, I feel like, are going on for you. In fact, we can, you know, both you know, pile 1 and pile 2 had like multiple images of the unicorn, because it is June currently as I'm doing this video, so that Junicorn energy going on. But, you know, a big part of this, I feel like, yes, you definitely want to ask people for help, but at the same time, at the end of the day, you have to trust your intuition. You have to listen to your inner voice. Because, I mean, even when we are kind of stuck and we're in this situation with indecision, oh God, here goes my dog. You know, we don't know how to deal with the situation. Deep down inside, there's always that little part of us that kind of knows what the right decision is, but we kind of self-doubt a lot, and we just don't go for it. That little voice is definitely your intuition, and it might be screaming at you this month to, like, finally, like, hey, you know what direction you're supposed to go in, and you're gonna have that breakthrough. You're gonna finally, like, realize, like, oh my God, how did I not see it for so long? Like, that was the decision that I was supposed to make. And then you can finally break free out of that, and you're going to feel so much more joyful about your decision and moving forward. And it's really interesting how these cards ended up lining up. They kind of, like, the images are flowing into the other. That's really cool. So, you know, I'm really picking up on this butterfly. So it's transformation. Like, you are going to be transformed by making it finally a decision. And don't worry so much about the decision. You know, it's, in a way, no option that you choose is going to be wrong for you, because it's going to lead you down a path, and you're going to learn something from that path no matter what. So the other thing to remember in this situation is the electric eel. So this is bring your ideas to life. So you are going to get, in July, some major inspiration. And I feel like, you know, especially with that image with the you know, the horn coming out of her head, especially, you know, when you see that harp. So for some of you, you might be kind of like musicians, or you want to be musicians, so you might be getting some really good song ideas in the month of July. But anyway, it's all about having these really bright, sudden, you know, shocks of inspiration and ideas that you really need to embrace and just put them down, put them into action. It's all about the idea and then making that action, going for it. You know, that's kind of like what I'm feeling off this. It's like, this image, you know, this figure is not staying stuck anymore. He's just going to go, he's going to follow the unicorn, you know, that bright idea, and just go for it and not be stagnant. That's definitely what I feel like, you know, the indecision is kind of like a stagnant card. So in July, you definitely want to go after movement, go after action, and go after embracing your ideas. So on the note of the indecision card, let's go ahead and pull a tarot to sort of clarify more of what this overall energy is for your month of July. So for the month of July, what does group 2 need to know about the overall energy? So we got a couple cards that came flying out here. Oh, wow. So interesting enough, you know, group 1 also had this card appear with the Hierophant. And for you guys, I definitely think it's all about your beliefs. Again, going back to that system, it's also, you know, the Hierophant is all about, formal structures and systems of things. Again, I always think of like government, I think of religion, and I think of education. So that was the element I was forgetting with the last group was education. So, this overall energy of indecision, it might have something to do with that. It might have to do with maybe you're trying to decide if you want to go back to school or what direction, like what major you want to pick at school. Like you're seeing whatever this decision is as like such a major big deal. And I think you're feeling like, oh, if I make this decision, it's so set in stone and there's no way for me to ever change it again. Well, that is definitely not the case. I don't feel like you always have the choice to do a different decision. Your decisions are not chained in stone. You can still always break free and go for something else. It could also mean, when I see this freedom card and I see this, it may be that you want to have freedom from such like rigid systems of things. Maybe you want to become more independent and do things more in your own way and not so much following a system of doing things, especially when the other cards that sort of popped out totally make sense for this, especially when you have something like, for this pile, we had this little like moon pony and the moonstone. And, of course, I think moonstone, I'm going to think of like, obviously the moon. I'm going to think of intuition, which we had that. Yeah, look at that, guys. So you have the Star card and the High Priestess as well. So the High Priestess is all about her intuition. So this is just confirming to me that you guys have to follow your intuition, like so hardcore. It is the way that you will make the best decisions for yourself. And also, with the High Priestess here, it's this very spiritual knowledge. It's very much linked to the moon card and, secrets, that occult kind of knowledge. And you guys might, that's kind of part of the Hierophant here. It's like, maybe you're very interested in religion, or maybe it's so that you've been in, around situations of very structured religion, very traditional religious beliefs, and now you're kind of you're trying to make a decision of whether you want to keep with that system or you want to embrace something more free-flowing, something more on just pure spirituality. And, also with the High Priestess, this tells me that you guys are probably pretty psychic. Like you have some psychic abilities that might be coming through, that might be related to your bright ideas, claircognizance in a sense. And then with the Star card, this is just such a beautiful card. I love this card in this deck. But the Star, this is an Aquarius energy here. And again, I feel like it's tied to having inspiration, a lot of healing, finally coming into a point where you're completely balanced in everything that you want to do and who you are. Yeah, it's all about you guys, embracing a sense of healing for yourself, really having your spirit rejuvenated at this time. Really following your truest North Star. Like, again, it's going back to the sense, follow your ideas, follow your inspiration, and follow your intuition, because it will not lead you wrong. Be very calm at this time. Don't be stressing so much. Like, I think you guys are definitely a group where you have had a lot of stress about this issue, and so now it's just time for you to kind of take a breath, go relax, go be out in nature, maybe go out under the night sky, go look at the stars, go feel, yourself come alive in that space, because I feel like you guys are definitely a group who get a lot of inspiration at night. You're very connected to that energy. So on that sense, let's go ahead and dive a little bit into what is like an overall energy that you need to know about for your career in the month of July. So what is going on for Group 2's career in the month of July? For their career. Ooh, we got the Hangman. Okay, so you guys, oh wow. You guys are all major arcana. So this is a really important month for you. Like, we got a lot of serious energy going on for you guys. And so with the Hangman, he's a very Neptunian card, so we're relating that to Pisces. Again, and the High Priestess, I'm trying to remember what the High Priestess is. But because she's related to the moon card is also a Pisces card. So again, I'm getting that sense of that water element for you guys a little bit. But the Hangman is overall, I think for your career right now, it's important to take a pause. Like, you need to kind of meditate, and you need to, kind of mentally chew on some situations with your career. Like, it's not necessarily going, like, there's not anything bad happening, and there's not necessarily anything, like, I don't feel like majorly good at anything. It's just kind of a standstill for you. And it's important, I think, to have this kind of standstill, because obviously you're in this point where you're trying to make a decision. And so you don't need any extra stress coming to you from work, because you're already kind of stressed up enough. Maybe, this decision could be related to work, and that's why there's this pause, this need for meditation to go inward, to really contemplate things. And you've made decisions. Maybe you've put yourself out there and you're waiting for a decision back about something you've applied for, and you're just kind of in this state of limbo waiting for something. So yeah, that's what I'm getting off this card. And then let's go ahead and see what is going on for Group 2's relationships in the month of July. So what is the overall energy for your relationships in the month of July? What is going on for your relationship? Whew. Oh my god, guys. Jeez. Alright, so we have Temperance. So Temperance is a Sagittarius card. It is related to the Archangel Michael, mattering on who you ask. But I definitely take it that is related to the Archangel Michael. And so with Temperance here, this is a positive card. And for your relationships, it's all about balance. Like, I think for July, your relationship situation, whether it's romantic or not romantic, is going to be very balanced. It's going to be very calm and relaxed. And you act as kind of like, I always take this card as sort of like being a mediator between things, especially if, like, in this position of we're talking about relationships, you are kind of a person in all of your relationships that kind of acts as a glue. Like, this card is talking about like an alchemist who can combine all these elements that don't necessarily work together. So I feel like you are kind of a person who can really bring other people together. And, it could also definitely be related to, like, you've known that you've had, I think, you have some sense that you have these really amazing ideas, and I think other people around you in relationships recognize this about you, and so they're very attracted to you for that. And this very calm and serene energy that you give off. I think you are a very balanced person when it comes to your relationships. So let's see. As far as what is going on for your overall emotional, let's get some clarity on your emotional situation in July. For the overall emotional situation, what is happening for you guys? I feel like, so we have the Queen of Coins and we have Judgment. Holy crap. You guys have so much major arcana. Like, I can't say enough. Like, this month is going to be a pretty gnarly one for you, but it's going to be, I think, very much about growth. Like, you guys are going to, I think, come out of the July with a lot of growth and understanding for yourself, especially when we have, like, for your emotional self, we have the Queen of Coins, who is a very, she is both a loving, nurturing kind of figure, but she also gets shit done. Like, I'm just going to say, she gets shit done. She is both, like, she can be the power mom. She's like a power mom in a sense. Like, she can, make her home life totally, she can run it perfectly. And then she can also go and do business really great. So I think you're going to have a very nurturing and loving, emotional energy around you. You're like a mother figure, maybe. Like, somebody who represents the Queen of Coins is definitely going to help you emotionally this month. And then we have the Judgment card. So this is sort of like you're finally going to be emotionally rising out, I think, out of your pit, in a sense. Like, you're going to be rising out of this icky feeling, and you're going to see, like, again, that light. You're going to be called forth, and you're going to be finally seeing your path clearly. You're going to be inspired again. I think your path, your purpose, definitely your purpose is going to be very clear. You know, there's something big here, and you know, if there's something you've been thinking that you want to do, just go and do it. Like, definitely, that is a big thing here. So it all goes back to that indecision card. Like, you're no longer going to be feeling that indecision, because it's going to be, as long as you follow your intuition, I think you're going to know exactly where it is you're supposed to go and how to do it. So that is what I think emotionally you're going to be finally getting some clarity in that situation. So finally, the last card I think I'm going to pull here is going to be something, what unexpected thing might pop up for you in the month of July? What unexpected thing might come July? All right, so we got the 10 of Wands. So obviously that's the completion of, you know, that cycle with the wand energies, the passions, and, you know, it could be that you're going to have to be, the unexpected thing in July might be that you're going to be shouldering a lot of responsibility or just have a lot of work to do. I think it is definitely a lot of spiritual work that you're gonna recognize that you need to do and invest a lot of time this month into, you know, your spiritual journey here. You know, examining how much work you're doing right now. Are you overloaded? Are you not working enough? You know, finding a better way to manage this situation. Like, I think there's going to be some opportunity, I think, that is going to require you to put a lot of effort. You might be actually put into like a leadership position or of some sort in the month of July that is going to sort of call you to be that decision maker. Yeah. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for your guys' overall month of July. If you like this reading, please do leave a like and a comment, and I will see you in the next one. All right, everybody who picked group 3 with the golden pixie here with the citrine stone, let's go ahead and look into what you can expect for your July. So we have Dove, take a leap of faith. Now, we have, for the overall energy, we have this woman holding a heart. And I'm not completely sure, you know, it came out reversed, but I'm not sure if it's necessarily completely a reverse situation or not for some of you. That's definitely, this is a card that we're going to be clarifying with the tarot deck to see exactly what is going on there. We also have Mother Mary. Mother Mary and the unicorns are blessing you, along with wishes. Be careful what you wish for, as one wish will be granted. So we also have keep your dreams alive. And you guys got a lot of messages here. You especially got a lot of animal spirits here. So we have skunk spirit, know your worth. We have the badger spirit, be fearless and bold. And we have the fox spirit, think on your feet. So again, I want to start off right away by sort of clarifying what I was feeling off this card, because it was very confusing. So what is going on for group 3's woman holding a heart? What is going on for their overall energy? Okay. I'm going to pull one more. What is this situation referring to? Again, what is going on here? So strange. Okay. So, woman holding a heart reversed. So I think for the majority of you, it is a situation where you've had, you know, a feeling of being very emotionally overwhelmed and, you know, having maybe some difficulties with family or close friendships, and or maybe just a woman who has come into your life who has brought in some kind of negative emotional influence into your life. And so it's really important not to take things too personally with this card in this situation, but to bring a greater clarity and calm, self-empowerment to the situation for yourself. You know, being very heartfelt and loving to situations And then for some of you, it might be more of a situation where this is in the upright positions, and this is saying, a female dealing with family, love, or emotions, and, being, finding some peaceful emotions and being very receptive to love. Your any sort of family issues finally being resolved. A female friend or a teacher who can really help you with issues in love, family, and emotions. So I'm trying to figure this out. It's so weird what the feeling is that I'm getting off this. It's very conflicting, where I think maybe there's some situation, and it might be tied to this. It might be tied to the Hierophant, which weirdly enough, this card has appeared for almost every single pile now. And so this is definitely a big overall energy for the month of July. So everybody's going to be dealing with this sense of, very traditional systems and institutions. So like government, religion, education, and definitely I think for you guys, since this card is bringing up family situations, it's definitely, this situation is your family, and you probably have either a very traditional family or just a lot of, you wish that your family was a little bit more traditional in a sense, or like it had better structure, if there is a lot of conflict there. And so I feel like the thing here for you to remember is that, this energy of the High Priestess, it's really telling you to use your intuition in whatever this situation is. Definitely, for you guys watching this, it's really about what resonates with you. If it's more like you feel like lately you recognize that, there have been issues in either your love life, your friendships, your family, and so, okay, I need to fix it by following my intuition, going inside, and then also reviewing my beliefs about what this structured is. Like, what is the structure of this relationship? And so, also, but for some of you, might be, coming into a time where you will be more in a structured relationship. Even, institutions like marriage is a very traditional kind of system. I think the key to this card and understanding it is just in line with the High Priestess, or, this person this card might be dealing with, this woman might be very High Priestess in her nature and her temperament. And so she might seem very psychic. She might be able to see through a lot of what you're really going through emotionally. It might be able to help you in this situation. So yeah, it's a very confusing kind of overall energy. So let's go ahead and look in some of these other cards, because I feel like even though we have this kind of confusing energy with this heart card, I'm not sure. It's very, I feel like both meanings apply to people who are watching this message. The rest of the cards here, like with these animal cards, think on your feet, know your worth, and be fearless and bold. And that's very much tied to, this dove energy here with take a leap of faith. This is all about some situation in July where you're going to have to just take a leap of faith. You're going to just have to go for something with not knowing what the outcome of it will be. And it's all about understanding, being very fearless and bold with that action, just going for it and just not letting anything stop you, not letting your own self-doubt kind of stop you. And it's going to require you to be very clever and be very willing to kind of roll with the punches of whatever is happening. This is kind of a new beginning month for you. And with the skunk spirit, know your worth, know exactly who you are as a person, and trust that, no matter what is coming your way, whatever this leap of faith may bring, you are confident in who you are and you know what you're worth. Even with this, this woman holding a heart, if it is maybe like a weird kind of love relationship coming in for you, you need to not be manipulated by this person if they are more on the negative side, because you have to know what you're worth in that situation and know how it is that you're meant to be treated. If it's something on the positive side, that person will be able to see what your worth is and be able to honor you in that way. And so with Keep Your Dreams Alive, this is also about, obviously you are going to be part of this leap of faith. I think is related to whatever your dreams, whatever your goals are, something that is very much tied to your passions and what it is that you've always wanted to do. And so you just have to keep going after it. You have to keep, do your leap of faith towards it and put in the small steps and the big steps to making it a reality, because I think you can. And oh wow, would you look at that? How interesting. So something that I really noticed off this card that really stood out to me was, let's see if I can try to get this as close. There's a crescent moon on her forehead, and then there are 3 crescent moons. So one thing that came off to me is that this process, whatever this dream is that you're wanting to manifest and bring into your life, is going to take that many moon cycles to actually come to you to see some results from it. So we have a full moon coming on the 17th, which might be when I'm posting on this video, maybe. Also what that remind me is being very connected to your third eye and your intuition. And look what we have here. We have the High Priestess, and traditionally in the High Priestess card, we see a crescent moon. So this is very much tied again to your dreams. So don't let anybody, friend, family, lover, kind of stop you from your dreams. I'm starting to get more clarity on this. Don't be sort of stuck in systems and traditions that you are holding you back from your dreams also. And the other thing that I really noticed in this card was the crystal here. So it might be very useful for you to use crystals to help you with your manifestations or healing any wounds that might be, emotional wounds. You might also just be very interested in crystals. Maybe crystals are somehow involved in what it is that you want to do. And then finally, we have Mother Mary and we have the Wishes card, which actually go back to back. And this is all about putting a wish out there into the universe and having it granted. So definitely be very mindful about what it is you're putting out there, what it is you want to manifest, because it is going to come true. It is definitely going to come true. It's either that you're setting that intention for this wish in July, or you might see, this wish be granted in July, possibly. Because it's also very divinely guided, and your spirits are very much supporting this wish to be coming true, because we have Mother Mary here, and she is really bestowing you with a lot of blessings, and I feel like that blessing is related to your wish, whatever that wish is. So with that said, let's go ahead and pull a couple more tarot cards to get some more clarity on other aspects of your month of July. So let's go ahead and see what is going on for Group 3's career in July. What is the overall energy of your career in July? And we have the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, July for your career is going to be all about balance, and it's all about, juggling things. You are going to be pretty busy. There's going to be a lot of little things they're going to try to take away your focus, but you really need to keep focus on your 2 main goals here, or it is that you have to make a decision about one of the 2 things that you are balancing here. Which one is more worthy of your time? Which one is more worthy of your worth? And really take it could be okay, you're trying to make a decision about these 2 things. They're both equally appealing to you. And so you just have to again, go back to that leap of faith and just pick one. Just go for it. Just see what happens. As far as, I think also with this, as far as money and finances go for maybe your work, it's not anything majorly serious. It's just, keep a good eye on your finances. Just make sure that everything is balancing out. You're not spending too much in one area. And yeah, I think your work situation for July, it's just all about this balancing act of, keeping everything running smoothly, and maybe, making a decision about if there's an option here that you've been juggling and you want to actually spend more effort into pursuing it. So as far as relationships, so let's definitely look at the relationships. What is the overall energy for Group 3's relationship in July? What is going on with their relationships? This card. Okay, so this is the 9 of Wands, I believe, right? Yes, this is the 9 of Wands. So I think with the 9 of Wands, it is about, you're obviously going to be standing your ground on a situation here. with your relationships, and you're being very prepared for something to happen in your relationships, whether it's something negative or not. It's kind of unclear. And so, I mean, there could be a situation where trouble is brewing. Obviously, it could be something related to family. Maybe you're foreseeing something kind of on the horizon here happening in July, where it's like, okay, maybe I need to have my guard up and be ready to do battle. And this is like a card where you have battled a lot. So I feel like your relationships have often been kind of topsy-turvy, where sometimes they're the best highs that you can possibly have, and then there's some times where it's just the most lows that it can be. And so you're just kind of tired of that flip-flopping, and you're making kind of your last stand here. Like, you know what? I know my worth now. I'm going to be fearless. I'm going to be bold. And you know what? If people do not like what I'm doing, or they don't agree with me, then they're not for my best benefit in my life at this moment in my relationship. So that's what I'm kind of getting out the sense. Like, you are going to be very fiery about your stance with relationships, and you're going to be putting up some boundaries, and more clear boundaries, more structured boundaries in this situation. And it's all going to be coming from this place, I think, where your intuition is going to be guiding you a lot in that situation. So finally, let's go ahead and take a peek at your emotional well-being in the month of July. Like, what is the overall energy of your month of July? So we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so you're emotional. You're gonna be very much not as emotional as this month. You're gonna be more thinking focus. You're going to be thinking about your intelligence. You're going to be really thinking about how you're communicating with people. It's all about trying to be very logical with how you're communicating your emotions. And also with the Page of Swords, I always think he's like a messenger. So, there could be somebody who's going to tell you something that is going to clarify maybe some of your emotions in that sense. This is very airy energy, so it's all up in your headspace. And he's the one who brings about messages and knows a lot of information. He's very youthful, again, because we have the page, and he always is searching out for more knowledge. So I think you're going to be searching for more clarity on your emotions, and you're going to be very discerning, I think, more so at this point, especially with these other cards, about gossip. While you maybe are a person who enjoys gossip and drama in their life, I think you're going to be a little bit, while this is useful and a little bit like of an untested energy with the pages, I feel like you might be maturing a little bit more in this area emotionally, because you're going to be so focused on thinking logically about your emotions. You're not going to let your emotions sort of get away from you in this situation. Again, I feel like it goes back to that relationship question with the boundaries. Like, you're going to be more control in that, wielding the sword in a better way, I think. And finally, let's go ahead and take a peek at, what is something unexpected that might pop up for you in the month of July? What is an unexpected discard? Oh, very, very similar to the last pile. We had Judgment again coming up for something unexpected. So the unexpected thing is that you're going to be rising out of, kind of like being a rising phoenix in this situation, and you're going to be getting, some divine messages. This is also related to the Archangel Gabriel, I believe, and which is, again, I think all related to your voice. And you're going to get an opportunity to, I think, reveal a lot of what you've been thinking to the people in your life, in these relationships. And, if there's something you've been feeling like you want to do, and there definitely is with this, keep your dreams alive. Like, you may have been so busy with work and balance and juggling all these things, you haven't had enough time to put effort towards your dreams. And so this is the unexpected part of it, is you are going to be kind of called to, and it's going to be kind of demanded of you to spend some time with that. Just go and do it. And this is kind of like a sense of inspiration. I feel like again, that sense of rising up out of your old patterns and embracing something new. Again, it goes back to that leap of faith. I think it's related to that. So that is what I'm sensing for you guys for group 3 for the month of July. If this reading resonated for you, please do leave a like on this video, leave a comment if you're interested, and I will see you in the next one. All right, if you picked group 4 with this colorful kind of pony here with the lemon chrysoprase, let's go ahead and look at what your cards are for the month of July. And so we have Archangel Raphael, provider of healing of mind, body, and spirit. So this is definitely, I think, for you guys for the month of July, this is a archangel that's going to be around you. It's going to be very much focused on healing yourself, healing others, and really, you know, balancing out your mind, body, and spirit in the month. We also have woman holding a coin. So this is all about, you know, a possibility of a woman coming into your life who is really going to help you in the sense of business and finances, you know, small possibility of it being a romantic situation as well, or just a very good friendship that is going to help spearhead you into spearhead your career into a new possibility, being very much like a sponsor for you financially in a sense. Or, you know, this could just refer, if you are a woman who is watching this video, this could just mean that you're going to be very financially and health-wise well off in the month of July. We also have Birth, card 2, be receptive to a new idea, child, or a situation. We also have Shift Your Energy, card 19. And we have Renewal of Peace, card 13. And then finally, for your animal spirit, we have the Crow Spirit, co-create with spirit. So yeah, you definitely have, I think, a lot of, I'm going to have a major kind of spiritual connection, you know, messages from spirit, from the divine coming through to you in the month of July. It might be from Archangel Raphael, so think very green. And we do have quite a bit of green in this spread right here. And, you know, thinking about your heart chakra. This is all about you really trusting and engaging with spirit to work with you to achieve the things that you want, to manifest the things that you want. You know, making sure that you are, you know, embracing this sense of healing for your mind, body, and spirit. And that is very much tied to, I think, these two cards, because they're kind of related. So with Shift Your Energy, this is all about clearing out the old, and we even have like that image, you know, her hands are kind of like healing the landscape, bringing, you know, healing. Again, it's all about healing. It's all about shifting your energy for the month of July and clearing out the old, cutting any old ties that, you know, no longer serving you, and renewing your sense of peace, being very calm in this situation, really, I feel like resting, meditation, going out in nature and connecting in that space. Just a very calming kind of energy, I think, for you guys in July. It's all about this self-healing, maybe healing others, and you're going to know about it from this crow spirit. Now with the birth here, this could almost be, for maybe some of you, you might be giving birth in the month of July, and that could be anything from like an actual like literal birth to maybe the birth of an idea, a project, maybe a project that, you know, this woman holding the coin might be involved in. And, or, you know, it's just about you also being very receptive to other people's ideas, and or maybe spending time with a child, maybe like a niece or a nephew or just somebody like that, because I think a child in this situation can really give you a lot of inspiration and guidance, and it will kind of like rejuvenate you in a sense, being around this child. As far as like the situation, you know, obviously you're going to be kind of put into, I think, a new kind of situation for you, and it's a very divinely kind of guided situation that you really will need to be very again, open to receiving it and making sure that you have shifted your energy in order to be as receptive as possible to it. I definitely feel like, obviously, with the woman holding a coin, that is very much related to your career for, I think, the month of July, your finances. And so let's go ahead and pull a card from the tarot to clarify. Let's clarify group 4's woman holding a coin energy for the month of July. And so we have, look at that. So there we go. So that tells me right there that obviously this woman that you kind of represents, this woman in the coin, has a lot of this Queen of Swords energy, or this is just how you need to deal with this situation and this energy in the month of July. So the Queen of Swords, she is somebody who, again, she's a kind of like no bullshit kind of person. She likes to get to the truth of the matter. She has been through a lot of really rough stuffs. But she doesn't let it sort of tear her down. She stays very confident and sure of herself. She's very intellectual. She's very smart. She's witty as well. She knows what she's doing. She's very sure of herself in that manner. And she knows that, every sort of struggle that she goes through is just making her stronger, kind of like tempering the steel of a sword. So this is definitely the energy that is going on. This might be who this woman is. So she could be an air sign. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So she could be any one of those signs. That could also represent you if maybe you have one of those signs. As far as, let's go ahead and pull a card representing what is going on for your overall career in the month of July. Oh, we got a little card coming out. Page of Wands. A lot of the same cards have come out for these readings. It's very interesting. So your overall career, again, you're going to be starting something new, or you're going to be rediscovering something. It's going to be lighting you up on the passion sense. This is a very youthful energy because it's the page. And so it's a little bit kind of wild in a sense. Like it's kind of like unsteady in a sense because it is so youthful, so it's so exuberant and just wanting to go out and do things that it doesn't quite know where the line is of like, okay, like this is how far I should go. You need to kind of like temper that energy. But overall, I think that's a really good energy to have for your career because it means that you are finally, I think, pursuing something that is going to light you up inside, and it's going to be more spiritually fulfilling for you, as well as just as far as your passions go. It's going to be very much tied to that. So definitely listen to inwardly what excites you the most. I think that is what's going on for your career. This could also represent a person maybe coming into your career area that is going to have a lot of these fiery, young, youthful energy. So think Leo, Sagittarius, Aries kind of energy about them. Also, like going out and really adventuring and going to discover something. So having a very adventurous mindset. So let's go ahead and also pull a card to see what is going on for the overall energy of your relationships group 4. And we have, okay. Interesting. Let's go ahead and clarify, like, what is this? What was this situation? Who is this maybe talking about? Okay. So, as far as your relationships go, obviously for July, it's going to be all about getting over some sort of grief, some sort of heartache, and realizing that you still have a lot of opportunities around you. And I feel like that's kind of related to this. That's what the healing, there we go. So that's why you have this healing energy and this shifting, the healing and the shifting of your energy. It has to do with this relationship situation, which could have been with a King of Wands kind of person. So somebody who was very fiery, confident, maybe even a little bit cocky at times, and representing a fire energy. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, somebody who is very good about taking, this person was very much action driven, very much all about business in a sense, very much authoritative, all about new ideas. This is somebody who was best when they were doing something, not just sitting around. So it could have been that you were in this relationship with somebody, or maybe this is somebody who's going to come in to help you with whatever this heartache was. So whatever more resonates for you. But yeah, I think for you guys with your relationship, it's all about getting over whatever this old, I feel like this was a kind of an old relationship, whether it was romantic or not. It's time for you to kind of just heal from it, because you're coming into a time where you're going to be starting some new stuff. You're going to be put in some new situations. And so it's really important to clear out that energy and be receptive to something new coming for you. So let's go ahead and also see, on that same note, what is going on for your emotional well-being in the month of July. So let's see what is going on for your emotional well-being. Okay. So for your emotional well-being, it's actually going to be something really good for you. So I think you're going to be very grounded, and you're going to be very much focused on creating the most possible stable kind of home life you can for yourself. You're going to be very much emotionally invested in a positive environment for yourself and for your family. So again, for this situation with the relationships and the emotional well-being, they're very much tied, I feel like. And so this King of Wands, I'm feeling maybe more so this is going to be a person who's going to come in and kind of help you clear out, burn away, in a sense, that old energy, because it's all about, being proactive is what this card is about. So as far as your emotion, you're going to be very stable. You're going to be very, I think, emotionally fulfilled in the month of July, and you're going to be very comfortable, because you're not going to be worrying about your finances or where you are right now. I think you're going to be just in a good place emotionally. And finally, we're going to see, already we got a card popping out for something unexpected. So okay, so something unexpected coming for you in July. So we have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Swords. So interesting enough, you are one of the only groups so far that hasn't had any major arcana appear. So this is definitely a month where it's going to be a lot of little things. It's not going to be so heavy. It's just sort of clearing out some old situations. So for this unexpected thing, obviously with the Nine of Swords, this is sort of being in a kind of stressed out mindset, and so you might be having a little bit of trouble sleeping, and again, I think it's related to this, and it's related to clearing and shifting your energy. So you're gonna be forced to shift your energy, I think, with this unexpected kind of energy. And both of these cards that came out were definitely tied to the root chakra with these colors. So you definitely want to go back to your root chakra and kind of heal anything that is there. That's part of shifting your energy. So, and then with the Four of Pentacles, this is, again, being financially stable, but being a little bit holding on to something. So you're kind of holding on to wanting to be still in this kind of stressed out, nightmarish kind of mind state, which again, it's kind of related to these fallen cups here in your relationship. So I feel like there was a past relationship thing that is still kind of bugging you, and it's still keeping you up at night because maybe you didn't get enough closure for it, so you're still kind of holding on to that feeling. So I think, again, you need to release it and realize, like, hey, there's plenty more opportunities for me coming, so I just need to heal this. Obviously, there's going to be a birth of an idea, and this might be kind of like the early stage before it. So you're going to be kind of like, you're going to have headaches. I feel like you're going to have headaches before this. If it's a new idea, it's going to come in. And again, those headaches are going to be part of adjusting your emotional state. Your overall emotional state for July is going to be very good. So this might just be that kind of unexpected stage before you get into the good stuff. And it might also be a sign from spirit, like they're trying to communicate you, and you're kind of just closing your eyes to what they're saying. And so you need to make sure that you release this. You know, there could be, I don't want to necessarily say a loss of some sort that you didn't expect to happen, but I think whatever this thing was, you needed to release it because it was holding you back from sort of clearing out your energy. So yeah, that is, overall, I think for you guys, your month of July is going to be all about more so working on, you know, pursuing your business kind of ideas, as well as just working on healing. Because you guys, I think, you're a very passionate bunch. And so when you get into certain relationships, you're very serious about them. You're very invested in them. And so when they end, they kind of stick with you for too long because you're still kind of wallowing on that. But there's obviously some sort of opportunity. It could be a partnership. There we go. Because it's the Two of Cups, and that's the Two of Cups are all about partnership. So there's a partnership coming for you in July that you need to be very receptive to. And in order to do that, you have to clear out your mind space, you know, balance out your body, mind, and spirit, because you're holding on to too many things from, I think, the past. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for you guys, group 4, for this reading. Again, if this resonated, please do leave a like on this video, and I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful July. All right, for those who picked group 5, let's go ahead and check out what your messages are for the month of July. What can you expect? So we have money, find a way to abundance. So this card is definitely about reevaluating how you're bringing money in. Maybe you've had some kind of bad luck with money, and so it's all about, I think, shifting your mindset about money so that you can, you know, find a new way to bring that abundance to you. I think one of the major things that kind of stood out to me in this card was these 2 figures down here for some reason. So maybe a way for you to find a better way to make money for yourself is to find a certain partner that can like help to support you, and you guys can bounce ideas off each other. We also have yin and yang reverse. So in the reverse form that this card is in, for your overall energy of July, this is all about action. This is more the yang energy, and so it's just telling you like to go out and do the thing. Like, go out, and if you want more abundance, you want more money for you, then you need to go out and make the action happen. We also have the Christ, so open the door to the kingdom of heaven. So this is just being very loving and open to other people, you know, letting love really flow out of your heart, and just being very kind out to the world. Obviously, you also have a lot of spirit energy going on here. And then we also have love matters. So again, it's all about what you're projecting out into the world right now, I think. And so being both what you're projecting out and what you are receiving in return. So again, put so much love energy out into the universe, because you're going to receive so much in return. Then for your animal spirits, we have the cat spirit, so claim your independence, and we have groundhog spirit, time to let go. So yes, with the time to let go and the groundhog spirit, I feel like it kind of is related to that money thing, where you just need to kind of, again, switch up your methods. You know, don't be so much in this place of like waiting for things to happen, and be more, again, proactive. And then even with the cat spirit, claim your independence. So you just really need to go out there and just be unapologetically you, and just go after the things that you want. Oh wow, I just realized the numbers on here. So we have 44, so that is also a master number. But what's so funny about these 2 cards is that this is 13 and this is 31, so it's both the same numbers but reversed. So that might be of interest to you. Now let's go ahead and clarify the energy around the yin and the yang card that you have here. So what is going on for your overall energy of July? What is the overall energy going on here? What is the action that you're meant to be taking? Whoo, yeah. Okay, you guys you got some good energy here, because this is the 9 of Pentacles. So I really take this as, this is sort of more while the 10 of Pentacles is more of that family, kind of like multiple people in your life kind of benefiting from the abundance that is happening. This feels like more of that independent abundance. Like you are really embracing, again, your energy, who you are. You're being very confident, and you're just bringing about so much abundance for you, and also security financially. So this is all about what your energy is for the month of July. So it's all about you really going out there and making your money. I think this is definitely a very work centered, I think, both love and kind of work, like being very loving and open to people, but not sort of sacrificing your independence in that sense. You know, letting go of anything that kind of like stops you from achieving your abundance. So let's actually pull a card. Since I feel this is very work related, let's pull the card to clarify your work, your career and finances in the month of... Oh, we have her appearing again. So this card has appeared a lot. So again, I feel like this is another overall energy for July is the High Priestess. And so you guys got her in your work area. So again, this is all about you being very again, I get that sense. It's agreeing with the independence, but it's also about your intuition and being very in touch with kind of your shadow side, as well as, you know, the secrets around you, the secret parts of yourself, and really embracing those aspects. Again, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, and then trusting on your intuition and your psychic gifts. Because of course, if the High Priestess is coming up, I feel like you guys definitely have some sort of psychic abilities that you need to cultivate, and definitely it's important to use them in your work. So definitely listen to whatever gut feeling you have for a career, because you guys are right on the edge of bringing about some very good financial stability for yourself in the month of July. You just need to make sure that you're choosing the right way of doing it. Now let's go ahead and pull a card for your overall relationship sort of energy for the month of July. What is going on for group 5 as far as relationships go? So we have, again, look at that. So we have the King of Coins. So there's going to be a big emphasis on a man who is very much focused and practical in your life, who is very good with money, you know, and if it isn't an actual, you know, it's being very stable. Like, I think I feel like it relates back to what I was pointing out in that card. This could definitely be your partner in your career, and you're both are going to be very much investing money in the right areas this month to really, again, taking a lot of action to put money in the right area for yourself, as far as and investing in the right relationships, in the right deals. I feel like you guys are a very career-driven group. So let's go ahead and also pull a card for your emotional well-being in the month of July. So let's see what is coming along here. So let's see. Yeah, so we have the 6 of Wands. So we're talking about fire energy. And of course, we do have one major arcana. So your career, again, I was so right on that. I feel like your career is going to be a major focus for you in the month of July. Like, that is where you're going to be putting a lot of your energy towards, and that's what you should be putting a lot of your energy towards, I think. But again, just make sure that you're dealing with, you know, these things from a very open heart and a very loving place. So with this in your emotional area, it's going to mean you're very victorious. I think your emotion self, you're going to be very confident. You're going to be going out there and you're going to be achieving a lot, and you're going to be feeling really, really good about it. But the thing to remember with the 6 of Wands is that you need to have a lot of gratitude towards the people that helped you in that situation. So be very, don't sort of let all the victories get to your head. And so be very grounded and grateful to other people for the victories that you are receiving, and that way you will just have a really great time. And I think before we move on to the kind of last section I want to pull, I want to kind of clarify this groundhog spirit. you know, yeah, I feel that this is the one card here that is kind of throwing me off just the teeniest bit. So I want to, let's clarify what it's talking about exactly. So overall, like, I think right off the bat from sort of looking over this card, it's kind of similar to the Death card in the tarot. So it's just about, you know, endings leading to new beginnings. And so being, you know, holding on to the things that are familiar, but, you know, new needs that you want to bring about need the space to grow. So you kind of have to let go of your old way, again, yeah, your old ways of doing things. Yeah, you're transitioning. So that's what the groundhog, you're definitely transitioning. I think clarifying this, you're transitioning in the way that you're making money. So it could be that maybe you're pursuing a new way of career that's something more independent for you, and it's very much tied to that high priestess energy. So it could be something in kind of like the spiritual realm, maybe even like tarot reading, or just wanting something that is more spiritually fulfilling for you as far as your career goes, and it's going to let you kind of use your natural gifts in more way. Maybe going into business with somebody, is starting a new business. So that's what this groundhog spirit is about. It's going to be, you know, you're going to be kind of, you're going to miss a little bit of the old thing. It's always hard to let go of old things, but you need to do it because it's going to bring about a more emotionally fulfilling kind of thing for you. So let's go ahead and pull one last card about what unexpected thing might be coming for you in the month of July. So what is the unexpected event or person or just situation, energy for the month of July? So what is the unexpected thing for, we got Temperance, and I feel like this card. Okay, so yeah. So the unexpected thing for you, like the thing that maybe you weren't planning on, but it's going to be an energy that is going to be around you. So with Temperance, this is all about being in balance. It's a Sagittarius card, and we do have a bit of fiery energy, but also a lot of earth energy. So you need to be willing to combine things that don't normally go together. I think that's a part of it. And that's part of you kind of figuring out a new way of doing and creating money in your life, is by kind of combining those things. So maybe like combining that spiritual with the very practical business savvy kind of side. And it's going to be a very peaceful thing. The thing though is that with that 9 of Wands, you're going to have to still defend your position. Oops, it's out of frame, sorry. So yeah, here's the 9 of Wands. So with that situation, you're still going to have to kind of be ready to fight and defend your stance and the reason why you're choosing to do these things. And so there might be people who might try to throw you off of your good kind of chill mood, and you're just going to have your defenses up so well that it's not even going to affect you. I feel like, you know, I think you're tired of kind of fighting for things that no longer serve you. Like maybe you've had these defenses up and you were protecting things that were kind of old for you. Now you're like, oh wait, like that's not my balance anymore. Like I'm embracing a new balance for myself, and I'm going to put my effort into defending these new methods of doing things. So yeah, I feel like that is what your guys' message is. I feel like you are a very business savvy group, and you're all about that earthy, your body, your health, your home life. Like it's all super important for you. You want it to be the best that it possibly can, and so you are very much willing to embrace, I think, most of this kind of rebirth energy and, you know, releasing with the old. And you're very much going to be, you're supported in that sense as long as you're coming from, you know, this loving area and you keep doing your action. You're very independent. So if this reading resonated for you, please do leave a like on this video, and I will see you in the next reading. So have a wonderful July. Bye, guys.